entered one way we start. Happy new month, happy new August to you. Carry welcome inside program. It's where they call Koko of the matter. Welcome, so my name is Femi D. Amele.
Welcome once again. Happy new month to all our wonderful viewers. Another enter inside the brand new edition of Koko of the matter for the month. And as always, we like to make sure make una they follow us everywhere we go. Yes. So make una make sure when I enter inside all our social media, go see them, they go right hand phone, stop your screen. So make sure you follow us, go follow us, they talk as the matter they be, write your comments, give us question, anything where you write for inside there, we go answer una. Also, we dey inside YouTube as well, and we dey stream for inside our website. So make sure when I get all the information we dey across on our television now. And of course, as the show they continue, of course, we also dey for inside our phone lines and our WhatsApp. Always remember, say, now message where they send, some of they try to call us, we appreciate una, but we not really take una WhatsApp call online. So just follow us today as we day on top Koko of the matter.
Okay, now with that one, where we don't talk for months, we know say everything go easy for you. We hope say you watch all the things we don't keep for you for inside this weekend we pass. Okay, we'll start this week with this one. You got where Nigeria economy done the tanda go. Some people say na Atlanta they dance. Some people say it remains small before he enter market. Say may we do everything, may we hold them, may no loss. Where all the people where they manage the economy, they do the one way they sabi. But some people say they no sabi do a well finish, and if for good may it different. Now remember say on top Friday we look the matter of whether we don't enter gbese with the tier cloth. But some say yes, it remains small. Now that kind of matter won't come package continue today again. Now go tell us what now they think, and we get better guests. We go tear the talk or put for whether Nigeria don't broke or it remains small, or we go hold out for cloth may no enter market finish. Oh yeah, Nancy don't put. We get this better story and put better guests to talk the matter with us today.
Yes, and the guests will follow us, they're on ground right now. You will soon follow us, enter inside studio to touchlight the matter. Oga Ahmed Buhari will be the vice presidential candidate of the African Democratic Party, ADC. Yes, he don't follow us they inside the show today. And small time, go carry and come, can tell us what will be the way forward for Nigeria on top of this matter, especially as one of our ministers don't come out with in full chest, talk say yes, Nigeria don't broke indeed. We need to get way forward. But we go enter inside all those ones. When we come back from political work, I'm gonna deal with us.
Carry welcome back inside program it where we day inside here. Koko of the matter. We don't work at different parts of the country, and time don't reach. May we arrange all the Tory made in our front. May we start on top where July 31. When I be like saying yesterday, this weekend we work pass where we don't bring our conference inside August. INEC don't tear new talk on to what they want to do. INEC when now they call the Independent National Electoral Commission. They say they don't suspend the continuous voters registration exercise. Say Tory where we hear say they don't do them. The commission put this talk for on top their website inside this Monday today. They say despite many Nigerians they beg them say may they no suspend, may they do different things. Say the commission now go they look whether they go reason to extend the deadline or not. Inside the time where they look the Tory as they did the website where we put I go look, say the part where people they use register, say put your name, put your this thing, put different things inside there. May we know where you dey. You know work again, no, because the people say they don't offer, they don't come on the cable we go collect your name for inside that one. The website can carry say the CVR exercise say they don't carry suspend them. Say may you go log in to check the status whether before they suspend your name enter or you no enter, and say application they go soon restore them soon when they don't do meeting on top the matter. The commission say the exercise now on top July 31, 2022, now in the matter on top end. But now go remember say before the website closed, it gets some kind of mass and English where they put on to say how many people don't register. In fact, when we carry I go look and finish, when we look week 16, inside 7 o'clock for today like this, so we see say fresh registrants will register for the team. They passed 10 million. Now 10,487,972 don't complete their registration. Another one where we can see now say other people will do their own online. Now like 3 million people. The one where go different domains, the bus stop where they put it reach 8 million. Among them, male people now 6,074,000. Female now 6,224,000. Women ginger way for this one. And then people with disability now 87,000. Inside go up around that kind of time. But youth will register. Say inside this one, inside this matter now 8,784,677. Now, so INEC use close their website inside July 31, and when we do the mass keep for inside the August, now the matter where it will be on top of that matter be that. Well, we don't know whether the INEC website go still reopen, but the matter they grant, when they start the talk, we dey hear the hearer as it happen.
And no be only INEC tear better talk give us as the months don't open. So ASUTU don't carry their own come, and it get to do with the strike within day on top since February 14. The Academic Staff Union of Universities don't come on contact say they extend their strike with another 4 weeks, by another 4 weeks. And they come out this one on Monday with their national president Emmanuel Osedeke. We talk say the reason why they get to do this extension are because say Nigeria government don't fail to fulfill their promises. And it like they don't even they look their side at all as they don't on strike all this time. They say they get to take this decision during the emergency meeting of the National Executive Council of ASU, where they do on Sunday for their headquarters with the University of Abuja. However, they thank the leadership of Nigeria Labour Congress (NLC) and all the unions that will join them do nationwide protests between 26th and 27th of July. All right, now we don't hear the matter as it's in don't be. Before this rollover, they do another 12-week don't do another 12-week extension of the strike within day on for inside May. And since then till now, according to them, Ubunga government never show any type of commitment at all to to at least resolve the matter where they on ground. So they don't add this 4 weeks. Where they pray for the sake of the students, if not for any other person. So Ubunga government go at least carry these people sit down, put for on top table, see what they go fit to do. Because imagine say they go just they do the rollover. They go before we know what's going to happen. Another academic session go don't enter inside again, and our students still their house. Ubunga government and ASU somehow they need to reach the agreement. Now our prayer be that.
And of course, now no say this kind of thing as it happen. So part of the thing they know say we don't even scatter the whole calendar. It gets where you go know say the only thing we sure now say December holiday and the religious holidays where they inside Nigeria. Now ensure pass for students say that they go as the rest the calendar don't dabaru everywhere. Even at the tell one papa mama today this week away pass. They say we don't even know whether the first term, second and a half term, third term we start. Fourth time we enter for different children with this school because things don't even get us to be.
You're not sweet at all.
You're not sweet. All right, from there, we enter another talk where they bring better gist for outside. Inside northern states where they inside Nigeria, at least the one where we count, the one where we take no, 19 of them where they under Christian Association of Nigeria, they don't gather body inside Abuja, talk say, we never agree. No things say we agree. That talk where they talk say things don't settle for unto All Progressive Congress, APC party, say for their 2023 presidential election, say they pick Muslim ticket, say we don't close month, na lie, we no close month. In fact, me will tell you what they take. They carry arrange this matter after they do meeting for Abuja, they can't go Kaduna, go arrange statement. According to the Secretary General of the Christian body, Sunday Oibe, he say better decision where they don't make now, same. They know they try to divide Nigeria onto religious and ethnic lines. He say, but one thing they need to make sure so everybody knows, say, any politician, when one made they support them, or may one made better support, they follow them, they go, he suppose they reason all the things where join different religion. I say, what do they want gain? If now many people they talk, say, they go give them, until maybe they don't talk through, how much they want give them. He say, they just want make everybody know, say, kind of work una know, Christian Association of Nigeria, they no put hands for the trouser of any politician collect money at all. About the Christian body, say the one where they pay the pastor, say may everybody put eye. They go see the insecurity where they inside this country, and they scatter run tear past. Some people they run past their house when matter of insecurity don't happen. He says, Siam. As if say things no bad reach. For inside Kaduna State, they threaten the governor there, Governor El Rufai. They even threaten President Muhammadu Buhari onto how things supposed to be. He said, now this kind thing, now they make them open mouth talk. And now the reason why they talk, say, may everybody, they reason before you come outside, can't talk the one way they their mouth. Now, so the Christian Association of Nigeria talk, say that their constitutional duty as a day, so to carry register, say, the matter where APC do onto Muslim ticket, it no sweet them at all. Now, so that matter be, will they follow and they come for back, we'll see where you go carry the matter go from there next.
And from there, we go surely enter inside Ebonyi State, where the Ebonyi State Governor, David Umahi, don't come out as the winner of the Ebonyi South senatorial candidate of the All Progressive Congress, will be APC. In defeats 5 people, including his brother, to emerge with these scores where we see. So the saying get 250 votes. His younger brother, Austin Umahi, scored 10 votes. And then, the other people we follow they on top the contest include Princess Anna Goeze, we score 0 votes. Nwake Gochuku, that one we get 5 votes, and Mrs. Ibiam Margaret score 3 votes. Of course, on top of this matter, we know say the courts get to sit down, put on top to decide say they need to go and do another primary election, and waiting can happen from inside there. All right, they say they'd been do the election from inside Afikpo North Local Government Area headquarters, and the chairman of the electoral panel, Professor Adebayo Kehinde Nainkomokon, declared the Ebonyi State Governor as the winner of the election. They said they began some kind of confusion on top of the matter because his younger brother Austin will be earlier withdraw from the race after he first emerged as the candidate for the senatorial, come make U-turn, come back again, come contest against his brother. And also we see him for inside there, Chemo of the party, Stanley Emega, talk say nothing day bad if the governor brother change his mind after he make withdrawal to contest for the position. Of course, Governor Imai come out, they thank all the people that will follow and fall back on top of the matter, including the delegates, because in talk say they give and their confidence and all of that. And he say yes, he go make sure say APC go emerge victorious for the forthcoming general elections for 2023.
Okay. From there, we will enter another story where we like say, I never see him, but I don't see him now. We never hear him, okay, I don't hear him now. Okay, make I tell you what we don't know. Inside the Domot where we see for Enugu State, the story don't change body small. Because the Traditional Religious Practitioners Association of Nigeria, get this one, no put down for PG. Men are just hearing like that. Inside Nigeria, they don't drag the Corporate Affairs Commission, CAC, go Federal High Court inside Enugu, say the commission no agree collect their registration. Say they want they do traditional worshippers as religious body day for different ones. Say wait, when I get Christian Association of Nigeria, now get Nigerian Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs. Why waiting the hold now? When I no go agree, no get what they call Traditional Religious Practitioners Association. Now this kind of matter drag them. Now they drag the matter go put for court front. Inside the application where they put before court inside June 2022, they say, oh, before then, no, they first apply for June 2022. The Traditional Religious Practitioners Association, then Ogam, will come outside with better two trustee. In name na Dibia Chukwuma, Ezi Onronye. In talk say, now wait, we don't apply. We get faith. Now so we they do am, papa, mama do am. Now so they give us, they do. And now because of that, we won't register. But we know they see them so, because CSC no green register them for inside this one. When they go take court number, they give them one better case number, say, okay, oh, we will see what go happen. But their lawyer, when Oga will be Esquire, he said traditional religious and worshippers, they get right now, they feel content for anything and register themselves as they want to do. At last, if you look Constitution for Section 42 of the 1999 Constitution, now go see them there, say anybody will carry any kind of faith, if you do register, join the matter. When these people carry this matter reach court, they not only drag CSC, they say federal government, may it come answer. Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, may it come answer. And yes, they say CAC, they denied them of their approval as Traditional Religious Practitioners Association, and at the name where they won't use. They know they change name, and they know they bend end to put for anywhere. And say, look, inside a rule, Part C of the Companies and Allied Act, it gets space for traditional rulers, may they squeeze head, put for there, say may they register. So this one, when I work on the select association, when I they pick, we no agree, we no collect, we no go do. Now so they put ginger for the talk. More see waiting the different court to go judge the matter. Abi, so me you get judgment for hand.
I go get judgment, but the one way they make me laugh on top of the matter, now the reason where CAC give, they say because their forms of worship and practices not they publicly available.
I don't understand. Okay, so they know they show.
That's the reason why they give me that.
Oh, so if you want to do Babalawo work, you go collect form.
They say their forms of worship and practice, the way that they worship and the way that they do all those things is not they publicly available.
Okay, we don't hear another one. All right, so don't put maybe no be like saying only a match hear the gist. Okay, when they come back and we can talk about Nigerian matter as it they happen for different domains where they so this na Koko of the matter. I guess don't date and that put for corner. In the meantime, me na enjoy this Koko expressive. No say as politicians they talk for inside this country. We want me na they hear them. No be say we the only interpret them. Me na they hear them tanda by una ear. Hear this one where they grand so. Will they come back after this small break where we they enter soon?
That this party is a party that believes in equity, is a party that believes in fairness, is a party that believes in justice. So they should do justice to this, the North have held onto power for 8 years, in the APC. It is the turn of the South.
Dumb voters are one of the most sophisticated in the country. They voted Chief M.K. Abiola in the 90s. They voted Chief Obasanjo, who shows that they are very, very sophisticated, that anybody who is going north because of them.
The fact that leading Northerners failed to indicate interest in the race convinced many of us that our party would trade the path of honor and justice by zoning its presidency to the South after a Northern president has completed 8 years under the party platform. But the events of recent days created the impression that zoning had been jettisoned in the APC. The vacillation of party leaders regarding zoning of the APC presidential ticket has not created clarity in the party and injures the confidence and faith of many in the South.
Better actually to all our wonderful viewers for Inside Wazobia Max. We don't come back to Koko of the matter. And of course, the thing don't hot, it don't set, it don't put on top the fire. So, and we don't ready to enter inside waiting to happen to our nation economy. Our Minister of Labour, yes, think come on, can't talk, say true. Nothing day for inside Nigeria again. Say we don't broke, finish. Of course, there's some other facts come out, and people can't the reason I'm say true. Based on this thing where we they see so not true, ECA don't come out, less than 500,000, we'll just put them for there. NNPC no longer go, they give money to the federal accounts again. And different things where we see for inside country. We won't start with Naira, cost of living, everything where we they see. So many things just they point to the fact, say true, we need to look our economy and reason way out. And we don't get better guests who go follow us, touchlight that matter for inside the show today. Make I especially welcome Vice Presidential Candidate of the ADC, Oga Ahmed Buhari. Good evening. Welcome to the show.
Good evening, Ma.
You're welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
You are welcome. It's good to have you here. Make I laugh and make you face you first.
I just want to ask. Make we start from how we take reach here, because it gets some kind of things where we won't reason the issue of economy. Some people go say Minister of Labour come outside 2 days ago now. Yesterday, come they talk say we don't broke. Finance Minister talk last week say we don't broke. Say no, no be news. He done since last 2 years now. I don't broke. I don't get money since Tete. Say this one way they just they join the matter. You know too different. I beg inside which time now if you don't start the talk say things can't start be bent for the money where we get, the one where we suppose get, the one where we say we get, and the one where we like say we won't get. Which kind of time? Because some people tell you say we get money for abroad, for people wasting money for abroad. But that kind of money, we don't even can't understand. When things come like say start the bend body for past where it's supposed to be.
The truth is we don't suffer not be small, and you don't tell where this thing starts. So for them to be coming out now to say we don't broke, we don't tell we broke now. We don't tell we don't say we broke, which is why when President Buhari say he want to become president, we say one of the things we want to make you can't do, because we believe say you'll be the kind of man where they strong, where they firm, when they shake like that, make you can help us fight corruption. Because we believe say the reason why we go through all the problem we go through now, because people they use corner way, take control our money, enter other places, leaving us dry. What can we do now where we say you want to be president? If you come, we know say this corruption matter, you go kill him. That is why we vote for President Buhari. Nothing else. But whether corruption be there during Jonathan time, he did. Corruption be there during President Obasanjo time, he did. Corruption be there during the Babangida time, yes, he did. So now, the reason why we are getting to this point is say they are now they don't say no way where they fit take hide anymore. Everywhere don't block. Imagine say in 2020, the last time they released the report of how much money they take spend to buy petroleum products was $43.5 billion. The money where they take spend for 2022, when National Assembly agree to sign the budget, same they use that money take put for subsidy, what meaning that they make the fuel not too expensive for us. They spend $9.6 billion. If you remove all of this kind of money here and there, we must be broke. And the biggest problem is say, fine, you can say you want to import petroleum products with dollars, or you want to pay for subsidy with dollars. But when you want to pay for this subsidy, when you want now bring the cushion effect for the Nigerian people, make sure you pay this money with Naira into BVN accounts so we can trace where this money they enter. In that way, we will know who chop money. We go know which money they divert go do for terrorism. We go know which money enter person in account illegally, and then we can know who to catch. But as we talk to you right now, in a country where person Naira will spend, will they use dollar to make payments? It's not there, right? Payments within the country. When they came and said we will put BVN, we will put tracking systems to know that money enter this account, we think everything don't finish. But you know what happened? Look at the area of phone. They stress all of us for this country. They say all of us must go register our phone lines. If we not register our phone lines, and this will happen, we want to be able to catch terrorists. Terrorists, they use phone lines to communicate. How many terrorists they don't catch? Sake of say they follow them through phone, trace their calls.
Yeah, but if they catch them, you know, say they go talk like that too.
But they're supposed to let us know that this thing don't work for them. They shut down, for example, they shut down masts for Kaduna area for almost 4 or 5 months. People know they feel make call to themselves. Meanwhile, bandits were still operating. Bandits still they catch people, they still they kill people. It means something is wrong. Either we are not able to implement the things we will say we want to do, or some people where they inside government know what thing they happen and they allow it happen.
But I mean, before Sumi start, they put a better question for us. Make I even ask you this, because some people say a thing will touch us or the matter will happen. We carry us read this poster plenty. They say COVID did grant it happen. But before, around that time, whether not before or after, my memory don't they select which one you want to talk now. Now onto whether they close border before COVID, I mean after COVID, they closed border.
They closed border before COVID.
We need close that border that time.
Yes, we need close border because we wanted to improve agricultural production, especially on rice. Now the problem is this is what I want us to do. Sometimes, not be say this policy is bad, but because things don't bad too much, you have to now think about something. Okay, if I implement this policy, what will be the cushion effect? Don't forget, that entire Katsina border, where the border was between Nigeria and Niger Republic, that whole area, the boys where they stay for that area, their only work now smuggling. They don't do smuggling for years, where they even believe saying now the normal thing. They get ranking of which level to which level to which level before the products will enter inside town, plus the one they come up for inside town. Now you want to block this place. If not me, with the president, or if not me and my principal, Mr. Dumebi Kachuku, the first thing we will do is say, those warlords where they that area, we will have meeting with them. We will tell them, this thing is not sustainable. See how much will they lose every year based on, say, on how they do smuggling. We know they feel remit taxes. We know they feel remit the right processes where we make customs strong. Plus, say, they enter with contraband or sometimes expired products, or the things where they take come in, we too, they produce them for us, so we know they feel sell. Now, loss on us. What thing we do? Because I tell you something, all the countries in the world, we get people where they always stay against government. And the best way to always resolve this thing most times, now to see how we can sit down on the same table and amicably solve the problem. What thing they wrong if you put those kind of people as consultants for those areas to help you man your border and make sure that more money comes to the country. So when they now stop those boys from functioning, what thing they do next? They now spill into becoming bandits. If you look at properly, from the time that those borders were shut down, now that time we can't see boys. Everybody begin to pick everybody.
Change finally.
Yes, because they didn't know what else to do. They don't go school. They never ever work anywhere. They don't have any skill. All they know say, now to bring products from point A to point B, go carry car from Kotonu, bring come here illegally. Now you tell them say they cannot do anything. To make matters worse, when these people from neighboring countries begin to enter into our country, I remember sometime around 2008-9, I go Kaduna, go visit my cousin. Now I see their house, the security man for the house, now Nigerian man. You know they speak English. You know they speak Hausa. Now I tell them, what happened to Baba Megadi? I said, Baba Megadi, it's too old. We have these young boys. Those boys on Friday, they do always meet. After they leave house in the morning on Friday, they'll go have a meeting, sit down. I said, I'm afraid though, if these boys decide to shut down our streets, they can rob us for hours and nobody will know anything. Because nearly every house on this street, now one Nigerian Republican boy, they guard the house. And when they come, one person come, they go bring 5 people. Small, they collect 10,000 naira, 8,000 naira as salary. Meanwhile, our own people are so poor that they are ready to give their daughters to them to marry. They begin to sit down. But their loyalty not there to Nigeria. No matter how you want to check up. They are just here because of what they can get. Before you know it, our government begin to buy machine they give people. Before everything scattered.
Okay, Oga Ahmed, make I come in here. You know, you don't talk many things now, and in all the things where you don't talk, waiting that they hear more than other things now. Leakages, holes where they need to close. Leakages, holes where they need to close. And, you know, like I said, you don't talk plenty things. But make we come back to the matter of economy, Gongon. Where we go start. And I need to ask that question because it did one thing for us to just they say, oh, fine, expenditure are one of the ways where money they take they come out, especially when they do it anyhow. You know, take for instance cost of governance, everything too high and all that. But if we want to plug these holes, if we want to stop these leakages, where we go face first?
Unemployment. You see, we have to train our people first well. And when you look at unemployment, I always look and say, okay, we could start from where be the easiest way to start from. Look at coppers, for example. Coppers, they camp now. They go spend 3 weeks for camp. After they finish these 3 weeks for camp, they go consider they look for place of primary assignment. They will go place of primary assignment. NYC go they still they pay, and Nigerian government go still they pay them. They go finish that one whole year. Then they'll go house, go they wait. They're in the job market. Waiting stop us from now to change this scheme. The scheme was perfect when it started, but things have changed. We have gone almost 40 years on this same scheme. People are supposed to look at what we can do to improve, to better our system. There's nothing wrong if today we say, oh, these coppers, as they enter inside camp, let them do 3 months skill acquisition program. They will train them as for whatever trade they want to know, whatever, even ICT matters now. Train them. When they finish those 3 months, plus some paramilitary training, they will don't they ready.
But they will do some of all these things for inside camp.
They never complete it. Let me complete it for you. Now, when you do that training for 3 months, they don't have to still go and do PPPA, place of permanent assignments. You can give them that money of about 500,000 naira to say, based on what we don't train you, take those 500,000 naira, go start business. But guess what? If you give them 500,000 naira, you will tell me, say, I know they will go blast them. Yes. Some will go blast them, some will give their girlfriends, some will go buy a gold, whatever they want to do. But some of them, they will go still use that money, invest, and start their trade. Where we say, if they come back next year, they will even be strong enough to employ some of their friends and colleagues when they start that kind of thing. So what I am saying now is that if we can start with that side, we will see say we will reduce a lot of people when they go inside the job market. But we get people already where they will not get job. And so the concern is, what do we want to do about those people? The next place of concern is agriculture.
Okay. And before you answer onto the agriculture, because I know say you know book where for that agriculture domot where and you know book where for that domot. But we'll go break. What the country people they talk onto this matter of Nigeria, he broke, you know, get money, we supposed to pay money. Okay, now who here waiting now they talk so.
The economy is now, everybody knows that. We are not producing what we are consuming. I think that's the summary of the problem. We are not producing what we are consuming. So we are dependent on other people. And that's draining the little earnings we are making. The price of oil is going down. So many countries are discovering oil in their places. And then car, which is the major consumer of fuel, people are diversifying into electric cars. Gradually, the trouble is just beginning for Nigeria. That's just the problem is just beginning. And then, you know, the level of corruption too. Yeah, there was corruption before, but now, everybody, the stealing is so much. So a man who makes 100 million naira a month and it doesn't say one kobo, he will always be poor. Even if we generate the money, we are not saving the money, we are not investing the money, and we are not keeping the money. We are losing from all angles. We have to stop the stealing. A lot of our public funds are being stolen. Stop the borrowing or reduce it to the barest minimum. The little income we generate should be able to just sustain. There are people who earn 30,000 naira a month here, 20,000 naira a month, they survive. How can the country that earns the little we're earning be borrowing at the rate we are borrowing? Reduce the corruption, reduce the borrowing, then encourage production.
Those who are handling the economy, they should try their best. There's nothing they can do. It affects the whole world. When talk of economy, it affects the whole world. It's a world problem. And the situation we find ourselves at this time.
I don't know what's happened, that the prices are so high. It's going up every day. But there's something that the leaders can do to help the economy. They should put people in charge. It's not just anybody you put in a place. Put people, if you are dealing with economy, put an economist in that position to deal with the situation. Not that you put a lawyer in the place of an economist. It won't work.
You see, according to the statistics last month, the service debts, the revenue is 1.6 trillion. While the service debt is 1.6 trillion. You see, we have about 3 billion that we need to service it. So you see, and when you see the inflation rate, the unemployment is a problem. That's why you see, when you see most of the, then the inflation rate is 17 points. So you see, and the GDP have dropped. Because it's a big problem for us. So, and what we need to do now is to production. We need to produce. We need to export more. Because we rely most on import. And the electricity is a big problem. Most of everybody is using gen now. So you see, our electricity is not standby. So you see, it's a big problem for the small business to make such big money. So I think that's what I advise the government. And the big problem today is insecurity.
All right, and I don't hear from inside the waiting country people, they talk on top of the matter. Nigeria, according to a lot of waiting people talk, even though they're not talk, say we dey broke, but we get problem where we need to resolve. And our guest, Oga Buhari, will follow us talk one important thing where at least one of the country people also talk about, and that gets to do with production. Production. Make I talk as a man talk. Just before we go here, we think country people they talk about agriculture, and everybody, most Nigerians now they lean towards that area in terms of how to take produce things, encourage exports, and all of that. In the real sense, even if you say okay, we won't face this now because not be say this government never really try enter inside those areas once or twice, but for some reason they still not today make sense like that.
No jail.
So waiting be the major thing we need to do about agriculture. Yes, at one point state governments even they talk they make civil servants they enter inside farm, go to farm and all that.
Yes.
What is the way to go about this agriculture?
So apart from say insecurity can disturb agriculture, which is obvious with the same. The other thing will affect this government's ability to successfully make agriculture like the bane of everything where they happen for Nigeria. They say they stop for just farmland. You cannot tell us that you want to do agriculture and you never put processing plants in place. What happened to DFRI? I don't know whether anybody remember DFRI.
I remember
Directorate for Food Roads and Rural Infrastructure. Yes. But that DFRI time, it was so good because now the way where farmers they can't carry their products from farm, take reach where government will collect them from them. In fact, in most cases, government they buy them before they harvest them. So farmers they're comfortable say yes, if I finish this thing, I know some money they're ready from government. Government go buy them, and government not just buy in that time. They get silos around the country where they will come they store all of these products for onward, and they can sell them back to us at subsidized.
Yes.
Because now government buy in the first place. They didn't pay for the storage. They don't go charge us money of top storage inside everything they sell to us. But now all those silos is not a function. In 2022, we're not even supposed to they talk say we keep things for silos alone. As they come up from farmland, the first thing we're supposed to do is to kind of go for processing plants. We'll kind of go for processing plant. From processing plant, we'll kind of go for distribution packaging plants. When we finish on packaging plant, we'll kind of go for distribution channel, and then onward to whether the one we want to take serve Nigerians, the one we want to take store, or the ones we want to take exports. Now, there's so money to take come back. You know, as I speak to you right now, we're spending $5 billion annually for food importation. In a country where we get land, in a country where we get weather, in a country where everything correct.
We produce the food they waste.
$5 billion. Now, these leakages you are thinking, imagine carrying that $5 billion to take rehabilitate just the processing supply chain of agriculture. This country is consuming 6 billion metric tons of fish, out of which more than 70% is being imported. Is it that we cannot do the fish farming here? Okay. Aquaculture can work here. We are spending $1.5 billion on only dairy products. What do you mean dairy products?
Milk.
Madara, in case
where we say cowmen full everywhere. They are moving with their cattle.
Where they even produce cheese.
Where they produce cheese. Yes, so are part of the dairy product. Now, this milk, where this cattle they produce, you know that in the morning, when this Fulani men remove the milk, give their wives, maybe they go sell for the remaining ones, they have to pour on the ground because it go too heavy for the cow to go around to go feed herself. So they will have to waste time. What can stop us from explaining to these Fulani people, say, look, you get how this thing will be, where we say, and we'll even make more money past what they make now. You go see if you pay taxes and you know we won't feel them. The skin from this cattle where they come out every day, we can put it in a proper use where we say we will make money for you. The meat, we can dice it properly and make sure, as I tell you, sir, our cattle, as much as we get cattle past everybody for the world, people outside the country are not interested in our cattle. Because as far as they're concerned, they're not following the United Nations standard of meat where they feed consume.
You get that
which means we have to put it in a place where we say they go feed, they collect vaccination, they go feed, they collect treatment, they will feed, tell them, say, okay, fine. This because every
but not be Ruga they want to do that time.
Now Ruga they want to do where everybody say no.
So you agree Ruga if you say
I agree Ruga now. Why would I not agree Ruga? My state is one of the biggest states in the country.
Now Niger State you come from.
I'm from Niger State. It has one of the biggest landmass in the country. Why my governor no go raise his hand quickly say, bring her here, bring her here. I get land for honor. Put them there. In fact, build houses for them. When they see the first installment of money where enter their pocket, they say, oh, so we've been suffering ourselves, working from Mali, Senegal, Nigeria, and into Nigeria all these years for nothing. Our forefathers be no know to say, answer go there, we're better past that one.
Okay. If now one join us for program as we did so, now go they see the telephone number and the WhatsApp number where they work up us on our screen. And for those where they YouTube where they watch us as well, if you put your comment for there, we go look them. They write as they write them. read them as you write and put for there. But WhatsApp, remember, say as they send your WhatsApp message, join your name, join a location where they send them from for inside Nigeria. And when you call us as well, remember to reduce the volume of your television set so that we go hear you, whether not just you won't call from, or from Lagos you won't call from. But you won't put mouth inside this matter of Nigeria broke, or you know broke, or you don't really broke, or if they broke, they come. Any way they see, and we'll hear what you they talk onto the matter, we'll hear you where we're inside this one. So, as the matter, the journey go front. Remember, say, our guest in Vice Presidential candidate, Ahmed Buhari, and by the way, don't tell me for back, say, you know, follow President Muhammadu Buhari, relate. Say, he own from Niger State. Say, he no come from Katina. As some other people know him to be. So that one don't call.
But she not believe me. Oh.
She not believe you.
She not believe me. I say she dey laugh. Say and I lie.
Why you wait?
No, I dey laugh because it's good as Femi mentioned am, because I already see some of our callers ready to face you on that area alone.
So whether you family.
But make I come from this area based on vice presidential candidacy where they do now. A lot of people they say, okay, who they do vice presidency for inside Nigeria, you know, pending whether the person win or not, now then go face economy. And economy matter now every day, even though we know say some other things go still follow. But make we look at from the point of your own experience where you they bring now enter inside this office. Private sector experience. We see say you be CEO of this one, you get oil and gas connect, you get this, you get this, you get that. Bring all these things to bear. Make we see really whether you go fit face this matter of economy for us inside Nigeria. But before you come to that, make we take our caller where they call us from Nokogoma. Oga Joe, special Tuale greetings to you.
Adisumo, good evening.
Good evening, welcome to the show.
Oga Femi, good evening, sir.
I greet you well.
Oga Buhari, you are welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Make you not be another Buhari, let you be your Buhari.
Now the Buhari will come repair the things with this.
This one is different, but okay, we thank God for that. I beg, make I choose now that there's just only one thing to put now. Wait, this APC, all the promise they give us, they see they add more, they go. How many times did they do primary? In this world, how many times did they do primary of election? Nothing we will never see for all promise council. Nothing APC. We will not go see for APC hand. All promise council. 2 times the primary when they do for Ebony. Omari there Abuja here fair for president. Willfully go back. They go arrange another primary. Hi, APC for the fear of God.
Okay.
However.
Okay, Oga Joe, we hear you, but to start to tanda the answer you now, it will take some time. But it get they follow some kind of law, say the primary way they do before, they no agree, they change them, person come out, now they carry the whole thing do again. But that on a long story. But you do well say you listen.
Omar, buy them 2 tickets. He buy president and senate.
You know buy at the same time. In fact,
what happen when he come go back again, go do senate again?
He get as the matter be as he swallow as the matter they make you swallow saliva and so me say they see him so. Okay, thank you say you call us onto the matter. Yes, you do well onto the talk where you arrange. Yes, you get some things where you know say just the everything just the jam. Meanwhile, as people they call us, wait to not say it different say me you broke. It different say me people constantly the reason say una get busy for outside. Oga Buhari, as they call you, we get busy for outside.
Our debt profile.
They go still start to grab a small generator.
Now make I say make him bring all these things, all the plenty cap where they went. I help us take answer this question. Oh yeah.
Our debt profile not be here. You understand? But you see, you asked me in my experience be and how I take solve the problems where they for ground. Number one, I'm a geologist. So when it comes to oil and gas, I understand within the problems. For whether now you want to look the problem from the downstream or the upstream sector. I worked with the telecoms for a few years. So on telecommunications, I'm good. Then the last part, I don't run ICT company for almost 15 years, which means I don't employ, in fact, through my time, I don't employ more than 300 young people.
So you don't even work with them? But maybe now one of the people where you employ, they call you from Lagos now. Somebody there with us from Lagos, now Noah from Lagos. So can you welcome inside program it? Noah, you there here?
Hello.
Yes, Noah.
Yes.
Oga Noah, may your arc no pass bus stop. Oh.
Hello.
We didn't hear you. I got follow us. Talk your own.
Okay, good evening.
Good evening.
On this, Nigeria is really broke. If Nigeria is broke, those are that are in government now, let them resign. Let them leave the government because the country is broke. Hello?
Yes, we didn't hear you.
I say, if Nigeria is broke,
So network don't hold small.
The arc don't pass the button. Now you use your mouth spoiler. Now you spoiler.
Okay, try call us back. May your arc connect with us.
So
You say 300 people back.
The biggest problem with this country is that it's a demand and supply situation that we're dealing with. Why demand and supply is important here? Dollar now be like the universal currency. The more we buy something in dollar, we pay in dollar, with the demand for dollar will be scarce for us. It will make the dollar increase as opposed to the naira. Today we're saying 710 naira be dollar to 1 naira. In fact, different places get different price.
Yes,
now.
730 for some places.
You understand? Different places get different price now. Waiting will help us reduce those kind of things. Now, this leakage is what I just mentioned. Are we really committed to ensuring that yes, we will bring back the things that will help us save our money, make it stay inside house, make it not come out? For example, refineries. I know some people say people are using electric cars and all of that. Yes, people are using electric cars. But do we still need refineries to work for us? Yes. And these refineries do not have to be built by government. Why government be say they won't do everything by themselves? You can put a consortium of businessmen together and say, okay, we're going to get the license and build the refineries. I can bet you the refinery will be done in 2 years.
You know the funniest thing, this thing where you talk now, not be the first time. I should say government don't hear them different times before. But it can't be like say every time we want try one public-private thing, the thing will just cast.
Because of interest.
But make we hear from our caller and then we'll come back to that because you take private sector, you need to give us way forward. Okay, Samuel, they call us from inside Oka. Good evening, welcome to the show. Okay, Samuel, we didn't hear you.
Samuel from Anambra, don't forget us, so we did here. It be like say it remains small. If you call, remember say maybe put ear for phone so that when you hear until so me sweet voice, we don't say we don't start the following talk. You there here? Oga Sam. Okay, it remains small. Oh yeah, may we carry back inside question where Oga the answer we go.
So
yeah, how are you?
Okay, welcome. We did fine. Welcome to the show.
Hello?
We didn't hear you, Oga Sam.
Okay. Mr. Buhari, Oga, are you there?
I do. Fine, thank you. Kekwanu.
Hey, network. Oh.
I agree to Oga Buhari.
I say Kekwanu.
Okay. I know, sir, when I hear Buhari, my mind they come out. I know say no be the same Buhari where hold us down. They're there.
As you can see, not be the same one. Okay.
Response time slow.
Okay, just carry the talk. Just talk what you want to talk. Just follow my hand. Talk the thing where they talk. It be like say before our talk reach Okai, they taste small. But just talk the talk where they talk. They talk and they come.
Yeah. The thing where they talk, it makes sense. But my only problem is that if say you tell for the right party.
Okay.
The right party.
Oga Samuel, they throw shade. Wow.
Okay. All right, now we move past the one where you don't talk. Okay, what thing you reason?
Why you want?
No, now in question I go just help and put body for you reason say you join the right path because it never reach 1 month where you talk say they don't start the follow you, they talk whether may you join ADC, the party where Ogadu may be Kachuku Day. Yes. And you say if you think because people will not know, no go no say for inside 2019 you do presidential candidate that time for Sustainable National Party. Now they don't say may you can't do vice presidential candidate. Some people even ask you, say, why you not join Obedient? Why not this one you join? We will ask you as a day.
Make a quickly tell you what happened to me in the last 3 months, Abi. Okay. Because before I eventually agreed to work with Ogadu, maybe Kachiku, you get people who meet me, they say, when they come meet me, say, make I join them. you know, and work with them for their party, make her be running mates. And inside them, obedience day, no doubt. And eventually, they settle for someone else. But you see, this game of politics.
You know what? I know say your answer feel long, but no, I don't go back.
This game of politics, I don't mark them down.
We know where you stop, no worry.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Ogano, I don't call us back.
Hello?
Yes, we hear you. Good evening. Welcome to the show again.
Hello?
We hear you, Ogano, network.
Okay.
Okay.
Like I was saying, they say Nigeria is broke. They should lead the government. Let's put that manage our economy. Come and manage the economy so that we will not be broke again. Why must we be broke every time? Nigeria is broke and they are fighting for the throne. They are fighting to go there. They don't allow people, the right people to get in. Like this Ahmed Buhari, the young guy there. We need vibrant people like that, people that understand the economy, people that know how to manage our agricultural sector. So it's not that they will just be there with their age and everything, instead of them to and relax. They are just stressing themselves, want to get there by all means. But my advice is to the young one, as Ahmed Buhari there, I'm of the opinion that if they can come up together with other parties, march together, that PC, do their scam to take away PDP. So let other parties, the young ones, work together, merge together, and send these people with her. Both PDP, APC, send them. Let's take our country back. This is getting much. The country that have all the mineral resources in the whole world, and we are suffering.
Thank you, Oganoa.
You do well. Okay, now we'll come back to the question where you answer the go. You say you mark the bus stop where you did, ba?
You don't forget. But you see, what's in the important? They say all the callers where they call, none of them talk like they talk rubbish.
No, you know book.
You know, no, not be saying I know book. I'm ready to do this job. Number one. Number two, it is also very important for us to understand, say, one of the reasons why we get all this problem now, willpower. And the reason why most of these people know they fit use their willpower, do what they want to do, say they are coming under the ground, say they get sponsor, they get godfather, they get who push them. You hear somebody wake up, I could not make up my mind until they told me to come out. Why? You know if you decide whether you want to work for your country or not. That is why when they get into office, as much as they say they want to do work, too many vested interests, they call them for here. People will get concerned. People will put them for there and say, I want my return. I've been investing 10 million inside here. Give me back my 200 billion from inside. They will end up not able to do anything.
What is the different in your own case now, especially given, say, they find you come?
In my own case, before you even find me come, I think the most important part is say, what even make me get into politics? You know, I've been telling everybody, don't ask me. I say, before I enter politics, I just the house. My only problem is say, I vex. Say the things we go fit help our country. People within the office know they do them. And the worst part is say young people like myself still they hail them. Because our generation no fit believe say they fit do anything anymore. They don't make our generation believe say somebody must endorse you. One papa must endorse you. One godfather must be carry you on the back before you go fit say you want to do anything. Because when you come up, people will say, who is endorsing him? Who is his godfather? When they say you not get godfather, they say forget about him. Why can we not make the Nigerian people our godfathers?
You're in the position to the advise government from your different things where you don't they do. Waiting happen, you not advise them, maybe they not listen to you. Waiting can make you really, really vex.
In 2019, after election finish, I've been getting invitation from Professor Yemi Oshibajo. In fact, at that time, he been one make a day part of the Business Made Easy Committee. I carry our manifesto go meet and say, sir, thank you for inviting me. If this manifesto faces the light of day, we are okay. He went through a few pages and said, we will do our best. But even himself, he wants to say, they're not feel allowed to do work. The point still remains that willpower is the bottom line for all of the things we're talking about. And you know, some people will believe, say, nobody feel do work. In fact, when you this administration, if you ask which minister they perform past, you go think whether you should remember their names. 10, 15, 20 years ago, you don't have to ask yourself. You know every minister for your head because of performance. I remember when Dora Akuli, they in charge of NAFDAC. they were busting people where they come with fake drugs here, fake drugs there, re-establish this, reform that. Shorty the one even kill her how many times? She did dodge bullets.
Last, something say happen, she not there. Just to round up.
The point is, even right now, we get people for NDLA, for example, where we say, we they see how they function. All of a sudden, we now know, say, fake drugs in our country like this. It means, say, for us to function, myself and my principal, Dumebi Kachiku, we must work with people where they for different sectors where we know, say, know what things they do. We'll go work with us.
And only the way to plug the leakages be that.
Not be only that, but if you get the right people, like we work with the talk, square pegs and square holes, round pegs and round holes, it go work. Okay. Any leader, when you get that, work feel higher. When you get the ability to fire.
Okay. We will leave it like that. Now, because of this kind of reason, now you person they chop palm oil. If you get palm oil, you go find yam. If you get yam, you go find palm oil from your neighbor. No quarrel now. Economy hard. No quarrel with your neighbor. If he help you, if he be your local helper for the month. As you now help us watch the program today, we carry enjoy and we carry thank you. Our guest now Ahmed Buhari, in don't talk the one way they him out, now vice presidential candidate for ADC. So will they put eye for the work way he won't do, and whether they talk or whether he go follow the one, the action way they go do last. We day here, they watch the matter, they come. And now the program for today be that for on top Koko of the matter. You do well say you join us. My name na Femi D. Amele. Yes, before we come out here.
Thank you once again, Oga Ahmed Buhari. You do well as you come. Hopefully, as the thing they progress, we go find way to carry una come back again.
Thank you.
Say una. Okay?
Thank you
we go reason who to carry come back. Whether na you, whether your Oga. But thank you so much.
Thank you very much. I will call my Oga. He no book past me.
Okay. We don't come now. He don't come. We don't reason them.
With the dragon.
All right. One last WhatsApp message before we close my come out from inside. Esther from Just says she salute us. So he no believe say Nigeria brokers they talk am. He say our money day for hand of just few people where they hide inside for them safe house. Some of them they chill for inside cold room for which she said that their house be cold room. They know they allow money to enter local market because then they import their own consumption products. Say things go better if money where they all these houses they release them into circulation and the returned loot they genuinely use them for public benefit. If Nigeria broke, they're not going to bribe in foreign currency to lead a broke country. Nigeria not broke, now our leaders wicked. Thank you for your message, Esther from Just. Not a small message, but now better message to take round up the show as we don't already talk. My name is Nasomi Alegino. We go see you again tomorrow for another better Koko of the matter.